Picture this. After months of planning, training, and investing in expensive hunting gear, the opportunity of a lifetime finally appears. A massive bull elk steps into view, and you shoulder your rifle with complete confidence, or so you think. Suddenly, the rifle feels heavier than it did at the range, the balance seems awkward, and the shot you've imagined for months slips away in an instant. The elk disappears, leaving nothing but unanswered questions. Most hunters blame the scope, the ammunition, or the weather, but experienced hunters know many hunts are lost long before opening day on the day the wrong rifle was chosen. Gun stores sell features, impressive specifications, and polished finishes, but the mountains expose what really matters: reliability, balance, and confidence under pressure. Today on Firepower, we're counting down 5 bolt-action rifles that have truly earned their reputation in the field. From legendary military-inspired platforms to budget rifles that outperform expectations, you'll discover which rifles deliver real performance when one shot is all you get. Before we reveal the rifles on this list, we need to answer a more important question. Why do so many hunters end up buying the wrong rifle in the first place? For most people, the decision is shaped long before they ever shoulder the gun. Brand loyalty, glowing internet reviews, YouTube hype, recommendations from the local gun counter, advice from hunting buddies, and even family tradition all influence the final choice. None of those things are necessarily wrong, but they often distract hunters from asking the one question that matters most. What kind of hunter am I? A rifle that's perfect for sitting in a whitetail stand may become a burden after climbing miles through steep mountain terrain. Likewise, a lightweight mountain rifle may not be ideal for long sessions at the range or open country hunting. The smartest hunters don't choose a rifle because it's popular, they choose one that matches their mission. Consider where you'll hunt, the typical shooting distance, how much weight you'll carry all day, the weather you'll face, how quickly you may need a follow-up shot, how much recoil you can comfortably manage, and, most importantly, how often you'll actually practice. Those real-world factors will influence your success far more than any advertisement or online debate. The wrong rifle usually begins with the wrong question. Once the excitement of choosing a rifle fades, hunting has a way of revealing what truly matters. Most people spend hours talking about trigger pull, muzzle velocity, or bench rest groups, yet very few conversations focus on what happens after the first shot. That's what separates a rifle that looks impressive on paper from one that earns your trust in the field. By the time you finally spot an animal, you've probably spent hours carrying your rifle across rough terrain, climbing hills, crossing streams, or pushing through thick timber. Every extra pound feels heavier, every movement requires more effort, and fatigue begins to affect even experienced hunters. Then the moment arrives. If a follow-up shot is needed, can you cycle the bolt quickly without losing your sight picture? Can you stay steady from an awkward shooting position on a steep hillside or through brush? Will your rifle still handle naturally when your hands are cold, wet, or wearing gloves? These are the challenges no shooting bench can recreate. A rifle isn't truly evaluated during a calm afternoon at the range. It's tested after 8 exhausting hours in the mountains. When your body is tired, the weather has changed, and the pressure is real. That's where reliability, balance, and handling become more important than impressive specifications. The hunt doesn't end when the trigger breaks. That's when the real test begins. Coming in at number 5 is the Savage Axis U, a rifle that has quietly earned the trust of thousands of hunters by proving that a dependable hunting rifle doesn't have to come with a premium price tag. For many first-time hunters, it's often the rifle that opens the door to the sport because it offers a practical balance of affordability, reliability, and real-world performance. Unlike many budget rifles of the past, the Axis E features Savage's well-respected AccuTrigger, giving shooters a cleaner and more predictable trigger pull that can make a noticeable difference in field accuracy. It's also commonly sold as a complete package rifle with a factory-mounted scope, allowing new hunters to head to the range without investing in expensive upgrades from day one. Of course, keeping the price low requires compromises. The synthetic stock is functional rather than refined, and the bolt action lacks the smooth feel found on more expensive rifles. Compared with the Ruger American, the Axis IE can feel a little rougher when cycling the action, and its overall fit and finish are clearly designed with value in mind rather than luxury. Yet once the rifle is zeroed and carried into the woods, those shortcomings become far less important than many people expect. The Savage Axis I proves that modern manufacturing has transformed the budget rifle market. Hunters no longer have to sacrifice dependable accuracy simply because they have a limited budget. In capable hands, this rifle has accounted for countless successful seasons across North America, reminding us that confidence isn't determined by price. Price tells you what you paid, not what you'll hit. Taking the number 4 spot is the Savage Model 1 in 10, a rifle that has earned its reputation not through flashy styling or aggressive marketing, but through thoughtful engineering and exceptional accuracy. For decades, the Model 110 has been a favorite among hunters and precision shooters who care more about consistent performance than polished appearances. Its reputation was built on practical innovations, including Savage's floating bolt head, which helps the locking lugs make more consistent contact with the action. That seemingly simple design contributes to the rifle's outstanding accuracy and forgiving performance with a wide variety of factory ammunition. Another hallmark is the barrel nut system, which allows precise head spacing during manufacturing and has also made barrel replacement and caliber conversions easier for experienced gunsmiths and enthusiasts. Compared with the legendary Remington 700, the Savage Model 110 has often been viewed as the engineer's rifle rather than the traditionalist's choice. The Remington may offer a larger aftermarket and more refined lines, but many shooters believe the Savage delivers remarkable accuracy right out of the box without requiring expensive modifications. Its greatest weakness has never been its performance. Instead, it's the rifle's appearance. The stock design and exterior finish are practical rather than elegant, and it lacks the sleek styling that attracts buyers in a showroom. Yet hunting success is rarely determined by cosmetics. Year after year, the Model 110 continues to prove that intelligent engineering can outperform expensive aesthetics. In the field, reliable accuracy matters far more than a beautiful finish, reminding us that smart engineering never goes out of style. At number 3 is the Browning X-Bolt, a rifle that demonstrates what happens when premium features are designed for practical hunting rather than simply adding luxury. From the moment you cycle the action, the X-Bolt stands out with its exceptionally smooth bolt travel and short 60-degree bolt lift giving hunters more clearance around large scopes and allowing faster follow-up shots without breaking their shooting position. Its crisp trigger, excellent balance, and manageable weight make it feel natural in the field, whether you're climbing steep mountain ridges or waiting patiently in a whitetail stand. Instead of fighting the rifle, the hunter can focus entirely on making the shot. The X-Bolt is an excellent choice for hunters who spend many days afield each season and want a rifle that combines refined handling with dependable accuracy straight from the factory. Compared with many premium European hunting rifles, it delivers a similar level of quality and smooth operation while often coming at a more approachable price. That doesn't mean it's inexpensive. Its biggest drawback is undoubtedly the cost, which places it beyond the budget of many first-time hunters. However, the X-Bolt offers something many rifles don't: long-term satisfaction. Rather than purchasing a cheaper rifle and gradually replacing the trigger, stock, or optics mounting system, many owners find the X-Bolt already provides everything they need from day one. Sometimes buying once is cheaper than upgrading forever. Claiming the number 2 spot is the Remington Model 700, a rifle that has remained one of the most influential bolt-action designs ever produced. Its reputation wasn't built overnight, nor was it earned through advertising alone. For decades, the Model 700 became the foundation for countless hunting rifles, precision target builds, law enforcement rifles, and even military sniper platforms because of one simple characteristic: it delivered consistent accuracy, with a design that was remarkably easy to customize. Its massive aftermarket support means almost every component, from stocks and triggers to barrels and chassis systems, can be upgraded, allowing owners to build a rifle that fits their exact needs instead of starting from scratch. No discussion of the Model 700 would be complete without mentioning the history of the original Walker trigger. While many hunters use those rifles safely for years, concerns over unintended discharges on some older models led to recalls and widespread debate. Modern Remington rifles and countless aftermarket trigger options have addressed many of those concerns, giving today's shooters more choices and improved performance than ever before. Even so, hunters considering an older Model 700 should verify whether their rifle has received the appropriate factory updates or whether a quality replacement trigger has been installed. The Model 700 isn't without flaws, and some older factory triggers remain its biggest criticism. Yet its continued popularity proves an important point. Great designs don't survive because they're perfect. They survive because they continue to evolve. Few bolt-action rifles have inspired as many competitors or custom builds, reminding us that the most copied rifle usually became famous for a reason. Taking the number 1 spot is the Ruger American, a rifle that has quietly reshaped what hunters expect from a modern bolt-action. It didn't become one of America's best-selling hunting rifles simply because it was affordable. It earned that position by delivering the combination hunters value most: dependable accuracy, reliable performance, lightweight handling, and uncomplicated ownership. Built with modern manufacturing techniques and Ruger's power bedding system, the rifle consistently produces accuracy that rivals models costing significantly more. Its smooth action, practical design, and manageable weight make it equally at home in a whitetail stand, on western mountain hunts, or during long days walking rough terrain. Another reason for its popularity is how easy it is to own. The Ruger American requires very little to become a capable hunting rifle. Hunters don't feel pressured to replace the trigger, install a new stock, or spend hundreds of dollars on upgrades before heading into the field, and instead, they can focus on what truly improves success, practice, and experience. That practicality has helped it outperform many legendary names in annual sales, proving that today's hunters often prioritize real-world performance over tradition. The Ruger American doesn't claim to be the most prestigious rifle ever built, nor does it try to replace the classics that came before it. Instead, it represents the next generation of hunting rifles by combining reliability, accuracy, and simplicity into one complete package. It didn't replace the legends. It simply gave ordinary hunters a better option. Imagine two hunters walking into the woods on opening morning. Hunter carries a beautifully crafted 2,500 rifle with premium features, but only fires a handful of rounds each year before the season begins. Hunter B carries a much simpler 700 rifle, yet spends nearly every weekend at the range, practicing from field positions, learning the trigger, and building confidence with every shot. When the moment of truth arrives, which hunter is more likely to make a clean, ethical shot? More often than not, it's the one who knows their rifle inside and out. An expensive rifle can improve comfort, refinement, and features, but it cannot replace experience. Familiarity builds confidence. Confidence reduces hesitation, and consistent practice creates better decisions under pressure. The most valuable upgrade isn't always a more expensive firearm, it's the time spent mastering the one you already own. Practice multiplies rifle performance. Money doesn't. By now, it's probably clear that there is no single rifle that's perfect for every hunter. The right choice depends on where you hunt, what you hunt, and how you hunt. If you spend your seasons climbing steep mountains in search of elk or sheep, a lightweight rifle will save your energy long before the shot ever comes. If most of your hunts involve whitetails in forests or farmland, a well-balanced all-around rifle will serve you far better than an oversized Magnum. Hunters focused on long-range precision may benefit from a heavier barrel for added stability, while those shopping on a tighter budget will find outstanding value in the Savage Axis UI. For hunters seeking one rifle that can handle almost any situation, the Ruger American remains an excellent all-around choice. Those planning extensive customization should consider the Remington Model 700, while hunters wanting premium refinement straight from the factory will appreciate the Browning X-Bolt. The smartest hunters don't choose a rifle because of the logo engraved on the receiver. They choose the rifle that best fits their mission. Mission first, brand second. One of the biggest mistakes hunters make happens long before opening day. It's easy to get caught up in recognizable brand names, passionate YouTube reviews, or online debates that promise one rifle is dramatically better than another. Many buyers also spend more money on premium optics than on learning whether the rifle itself actually fits their body and hunting style. Yet none of those purchases matter if the rifle is uncomfortable to carry, awkward to shoulder, or difficult to control when a fast follow-up shot is needed. A rifle that balances naturally and feels like an extension of your body will almost always outperform one chosen simply because it's popular or expensive. Just as important is regular practice, because confidence is built through repetition, not marketing. The truth is that a rifle can feel perfectly balanced while you're standing under bright lights at the gun shop, But after hiking 10 miles through steep terrain with a heavy pack, your opinion may change completely. The rifle feels light in the store. It feels very different after 10 miles. As we reach the end of this countdown, one lesson stands above everything else. Technology will continue to evolve. New stock designs will appear, triggers will become lighter and smoother, and manufacturers will keep introducing the next game-changing rifle. Marketing will always promise more speed, more accuracy, and more innovation. But the mountains don't care what name is engraved on your receiver, and the animals certainly don't care how much your rifle cost. When the moment of truth arrives, success still depends on the same timeless fundamentals: confidence built through practice, careful preparation before the hunt, and precise shot placement under pressure. Those qualities have filled freezers and created unforgettable hunting memories for generations, and they remain just as important today. A great bolt-action rifle is simply a tool that helps you apply those skills consistently. In the end, the best bolt-action rifle isn't the one with the biggest reputation or the most impressive specifications. It's the one you'll trust completely when the opportunity you've waited all year finally steps into view. Before we wrap up, I'd love to hear from those of you who spend real time in the field. If you could own only one bolt-action rifle for the next 20 years, which one would you choose? And why would you trust it above all the others? Don't just name the rifle, share your experience. Tell us how many years you've carried it, roughly how many game animals you've taken with it, and what you've honestly discovered about its strengths and weaknesses. Your real-world experience could help another hunter make a better decision before their next season begins. If you enjoyed this countdown and believe reliability matters more than hype, give this video a like. And if you want honest, experience-driven firearm and hunting content every week, be sure to subscribe to Firepower. Next week, we're ranking the 5 most overrated hunting rifles ever made, and some of the biggest names in hunting history may not survive the list. You won't want to miss it.